When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had gated to a grotto under the lake in Deserata. They found a woman who claims to be the handmaiden of Absalom, the Death Master. The party wrap their things that they don't want to get wet, and then swim to the surface. They see a sandy beach and head towards it. The island is covered with wrecked structures. The island that they're on is the former home of the Manthuthians in Deserata, called Red Isle. The small town that used to stand on the isle has been wrecked, and the large statue that was the centerpiece of it has been knocked over. They follow Alima through the rubble and come to where the bridge to the city still stands. They decide to build some places where they can watch the bridge from. There's a lot of wreckage to build their hiding places out of. They observe the routine of the soldiers on the bridge and the fact that they seldom come halfway to Red Isle. Instead, the guards spend most of their time in a small shed on the bridge. The guards are left in place for about a day, and they usually change about midnight. Finn and Duncan have a plan. They decide that they're going to walk over to the bridge towards the guards and say that they were a priest escort group that left before the new group of soldiers were on duty. Then they'll ask if a priestess has come across. Marcus and Seraph applaud the two's plans. Marcus says that it would be good if they had some Deseratan uniforms. Akai produces a couple. She says that earlier in the day she came swimming by herself. She tried swimming across the lagoon, but there's a strong current part of the way across, and she thinks that only strong swimmers should attempt it. She says that maybe she and another could attack from under the bridge, if that's what they need to do. The party, not trusting Alima, keep their plans from her. They decide they will go after they've taken some rest. That night, Alima beds Finn and Seraph. She stays and talks with Seraph when they're done. She says that she knows that he and Scala were under the control of the ring metal at one time. She says that he should kill himself now while his will is still his own. Alima comments that Scala will fight the power of the ring for a long time, but Seraph's days are numbered, and they are numbered very few, and the end will not be pretty or heroic. Seraph disagrees and says that he is strong and will fight the magic. Half naked, Alima gets up and leads him through the rubble to a place that he hasn't seen before. He asks where they're going, and she only says that she is taking him to see his future. They come to a large pit, and in the pit lie hundreds of bodies. Alima says that in the beginning there were many people with her, but for some reason or another, the island drove them insane. Some killed themselves in gruesome ways, while others killed others, but they all ended up dead because of the madness of the ring. They walk back to the camp. She says that he needs to show their party those bodies, and they need to make quick plans to be off the island as soon as possible. The next day, Seraph tries to talk to the party, but is interrupted by a group of people coming onto the island by the bridge. There's a swarm of creatures, undead, zombies, and ghouls, and it's being led by a priestess of Deserata. The priestess seems to be commanding the horde, and they all seem to be oblivious to the party in their hiding place. Estryellia recognizes the priestess as a woman that betrayed the party years ago in another adventure. The woman, Sybil Salette, is dressed as a Chaldite priestess and is directing the undead to dig holes in what looked like a graveyard. The party quietly moves away from the undead and around them, hidden by debris. They step foot on the bridge, and suddenly there is a sound of steel being drawn. A familiar voice tells them from up ahead that they have been waiting for them for a long time.